Hi everyone, welcome back to my Tech Stack Learning channel. I hope everybody is doing really great. In today's session is all about building reliable and resilient application with Azure OpenAI using Python. So whenever you're working with large-scale APIs like GPT-4 or any image models, you're bound to hit the rate limits or could be some kind of API errors, right? Especially when scaling or when we have looped the request, right? So in this video, I will show you all possible ways to implement graceful error handling and retry logic, including the exponential backoff, or it could be try expect blocks, and how to make your app recover automatically. Okay, instead of crashing, right? It should be handled well. So let's get into it. So first, which I'm trying to show you will be the try exit block for Azure OpenAI. So let me create one folder for retry handle errors, and I'm just going to create the first one is try except.py. Okay, so first what we will do, as you know, first for everything we just have to import the, I'll go with this Azure OpenAI module. Okay, here, and import OS for all my loading of the environment variables from .env import load .env. Okay, then I'll load all my env variables. I have all the credentials and things uploaded in my updated in my env file. Okay, now let me create a client equal to Azure OpenAI off. Then so if you haven't seen my previous sessions where I have given the different ways to connect to the OpenAI, just go ahead and watch it if you haven't watched. Okay, os dot get env of Azure OpenAI version. Okay, then I will need Azure endpoint. Okay, so it will be os dot get env of Azure OpenAI endpoint. Okay, then we have API key equal to os dot get env of Azure OpenAI key. Okay, these are the how this is how I initialize the client. Okay, now let's see how we can do a try catch block. Okay, so I'll just do response equal to client dot chat dot completions dot create. Okay, then I will put messages equal to, I'll just put role colon, sorry, colon, then it will be user, then I'll put content as hello. Okay, this is what my message looks like. Then I'll put max tokens. These all are the additional parameters which you can set it up. Okay, 4096. Then temperature, I want more randomness, so I just give 1.0, and model is equal to os dot get env of Azure OpenAI deployment. Okay, this is how I invoke the models with the query. Okay, so now I'll just try to print the response dot choices of 0 dot message dot content. Okay, Now try block is done. Now let's see on the except that is catch block. Okay, so OpenAI dot error dot open and AI error as E. Okay, then what I'm trying to do is I'll print those error. Okay, so I'll put API error. Oh, good. Then I'll just place that error here. Okay. Okay. So this is how the basic way of handling the try catch. Okay. So let me run cd retry. I don't have anything set up in terms of error now. Let me just try to run Python try. Think it has given some oh my god. Okay, so it says OpenAI is not defined. Did you mean open? Where am I missing the OpenAI? Line number 21. OpenAI dot error dot OpenAI's name. OpenAI is not defined. Okay. Okay, there was a indentation issue. So now let me run this again. And you can see it has handled, right? So this is about the basic try and catch the except method which we can use for our error handling. Okay, so now let's try with manual loop plus delay. It's like a simple back off. Okay, I'll create one more file called simple backoff dot py, and what I'll do is these all are basics. Okay, so I'll just copy paste this entire code here, and then I will write whatever is required for our this particular section. Okay, so in this case I will have additionally one more import that is time. Okay, then I will just go ahead and create one function call with retry. Okay, then I'll put prompt comma max retries. Let me just take it. Okay, max retries equal to 3 I'll give. Okay, by default, and delay equal to 5 seconds. Okay, so then I will just put for attempt in range of max retries. Okay, then what I'll do here is I'll put a try catch. So whatever we have created the try catch over there, right? I'll just copy paste those just for easy thing. Okay, so I'll just put this here, and okay, so what I'll do here is I will have try catch block. Within that I will just invoke a model. Okay, then it will have a, I will, instead of print I'll just return it. Okay, return the content. Okay, in the exception block, what I'll do is OpenAI, instead of OpenAI error, I'll try to show you guys rate limit error. Okay, so it will be, I will show two types of error. Okay, one is OpenAI error, which is like which we have seen in the exception block, right? Another one I'll put here is rate limit error. Okay, and then I'll put rate limit hit. Then I'll put a retry. So I'll just remove this retry. I'll just attempt +1. Then I will just put max retries. Okay, then I will add time dot sleep of delay. Okay, so I'll just put this after. So I'll do here, after this I'll put a break. Okay, next I'll call this function print of call with retry of hello. Let's see how this is getting executed now. Okay, so Python simple says invalid syntax. Okay, it should be comma. Okay, syntax error expecting curly braces. Where is it expecting curly braces? Line number 25. So let's see. Yes, correct. So here. This has given this, right? Now, see, I will not be able to replicate this rate limit error because I will not get those right now, right? But you guys can try to hit multiple times and see how is this responding. Okay, this is another way of handling it with a simple Backoff mechanism. Okay, so here retry only on rate limit, stopping on other errors. So that is what we are trying to do it. Okay. Okay, so now let's see this exponentially backing off the things, like each retry waits longer than the last, basically to avoid the repeated rate limit hits. Okay, so let me create another file called exponential backoff.py, and let me copy paste this entire code here. Okay, just to speed up the things. So okay, so this entire line number 1 to 12 will be the basic imports and the creating a client. Okay, now the function name, let me just rename to exponential back retry. Okay, so here I will just put max tries as 5. Okay, and then I will add delay variable inside. We can show another way of handling this, and in range of max try this will remain same, and this try this will remain same, and return also will remain same. Okay, and except this one, a rate limit hit. So retrying, I will change this. Okay, retrying in delays. So here I'll put delay. We don't need all this. Just okay, and then time to sleep is this, and delay, what I'll do here is, this is where we are doing this exponential Backoff, right? So here we can say This is exponentially backing off. Okay. Um, okay, now this will remain same, and here I'll just change the function name to exponential retry. Okay, let's try to run this and see if there is any error. Okay, so here what happens is each try basically waits longer than the last, right? So that what happens is if you keep on retrying back, right, it may again go back to the rate limit even more, right? So it's always best to have this exponential back off. Okay, so now let's see how to use Tenacity library to handle this retry logic. Okay, for that you will have to first install pip install Tenacity module. Okay, this is one of the module which is basically used for any retry logics. Okay, and this is very much good for the production environment. So let me go ahead and create another file for Tenacity, tenacity.py. Okay, and let me try to copy paste the base code what is required here. Okay, let me just go copy this alone and we'll check it out. Okay, okay, so here OpenAI this is required, import OS is required, .env is required, this time is not required. So let me remove that because we're not going with the exponential backup with the sleep delays, right? So what we have to import is from Tenacity import retry. Then we have another function of stop after attempt. Then we have wait exponential. Then we have retry if exception type. So these are the functions which we are going to import. And another one from the OpenAI we will be using here is rate limit error. Okay, so these are the modules wise we will be using it. Next we have the client aligned. Now let's try with this Tenacity retry options. Okay, so here we will have retry equal to retry if exception type of rate limit error. Okay, that is the first retry options what we have to put it. Then we have to say wait is equal to wait exponentially. So multiplier, how did we do, right? The same way the manual exponential we have tried, right? Similar it will work here with the max equal to 10, right? And then when are we trying to stop during stop after 5 attempts. Okay, similar to the what we have did it in the exponential Backoff in the previous example, right? We are using this Tenacity to handle it. Right, now what I'll do here is if get response of prompt, then I'll uh, response equal to, so what I'll do, I'll just copy paste this similar this one. Okay, um, this one I'll just copy paste here. Instead of this I'll just put prompt, then we will have print, we'll do print here, or maybe let it be return. Then what we'll do here, we will call this function. So print of get response of hello, how are you? Okay, and we'll see how is it responding. Let's see if there is any syntax error or things. Okay, Okay, Python Tenacity. There is an error. What is the error? Says cannot import name retry from partially initialized modules Tenacity. So let's see what is this issue is about. From Tenacity import retry, stop after this one, exponential. Wait a second. So this is the problem. See, this is the problem. See, retry if exception type. Retry if exception type. From Tenacity import retry, stop after, wait exponential, retry if exponential. From Tenacity import retry. Put name retry. Retry. Why is it not allowing? Let's see. And here, let's try. Partially handled. Okay, let's try again. Okay, initialize multi. I think the naming convention. Let me just rename this to something demo. Okay, then let's try to run it. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, this is very much important for the production system. Okay, now let's see. Now let's check on the how we can handle HTTP timeouts and connection errors, right? This basically covers like networking issues, timeouts, or any generic edge cases. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll create HTTP timeout handling dot py. Okay, so here also what I'll do here is I'll just copy paste the basic things what we need. Okay, and here what we additionally need is time. Okay, and then what we will do, I'll just create another one simple function, safe open AI call. Then we will pass the prompt, then we will put try catch. So try catch, let me copy paste from here and paste it. Okay, so okay, so here instead of hello, I'll just put my prompt. The rest all will be the same, and then instead of print, I'll just put return, and I'll be just returning the response here. And then exceptions, I instead of this, I will be just using I'll be using requests dot exceptions dot timeout. Then I'll put OpenAI dot error dot API error. Then I'll put here timeout. then I'll put one more last exception as E. Then I'll just put print of unexpected error E. Okay, then I'll just put, I'll call this function print of safe. Okay, let's try to see if we can run this and see if any specific error we are getting. Okay. Okay. So this is the last options, which covers majority of the networking or the timeouts or any edge case scenarios. Okay. Okay, so now we are at the end of this session where we have got a full toolkit to handle the rate limiting, retries, and the graceful error handling whenever we are using Azure OpenAI with Python. So whether it's a simple try exceptions or manual retries, or it could be an exponential backoff, or we are using the Tenacity kind of protection ready modules, right? Adding these patterns basically makes your app much more stable, user friendly, and production ready. So if you want your Genia A apps to scale and not break under load, right, this is must to have in your coding. Okay, if you like my session, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you have any questions, put it in the comment box. I can surely help you answer that. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next session.